At a time now when we see the entertainment industry really dabbling into adapting video game franchises, I'm not really surprised by this, but it does still come as a bit of a surprise because of all the things to get the cinematic universe treatment. This one franchise I did not expect. This comes from Hasbro, who has just announced that it will bring Magic the Gathering to screens everywhere. They're hoping, it's reported that they're going to be working with Legendary Entertainment to create a shared Magic the Gathering universe that will include both movies and TV shows, with the movie being the first priority. Wow, this is a big deal because this is technically the first ever video game adaptation based on a very popular trading card game. And Magic the Gathering is the card game. It's been around for decades and has helped really become the inspiration for many other popular trading card games that are out today. Now, I'm someone who's never played Magic the Gathering. I have been very interested in dabbling into it, but it can often be pretty intimidating. You know, this is a franchise that has decades of cards, and they release on a seasonal basis, and it's like, where do I start as a new player? But the community, I've heard, is amazing. They're always welcoming to new players. They're always willing to reach out and help and teach you how to play the game, and just ease you into it, because it can be a bit overwhelming. But I think an official cinematic universe of Magic the Gathering can have so much potential because it's already, from what I understand, it's already rich in lore. It spans multiple planes with unique characters and epic battles. So it's no surprise that Hasbro, in partnership with Legendary Entertainment, sees the potential to adapt this world for movies and TV. And for Magic the Gathering, this is a franchise that's already known for its expansive mythology. The decision to bring that universe to life on screen makes a lot of sense. There are tons of storylines within the game, whether it's the ongoing struggle between planeswalkers or the rich history of various factions that could translate beautifully to the screen. It's the creative potential that this franchise has that I think is what's going to really give it a robust cinematic universe. But it's always about execution. Video game adaptations in the past have shown, and there's been a bit of a track record, that if you don't execute it right, if you don't create it for the fans to some extent, if it becomes too alienated from what fans are familiar with, you can lose them. And this is very important. I think if they are going to do a cinematic universe, I kind of hope they're going down the animated route more than the live action. Honestly, I think this is really where you want to go. This could allow, I believe in animation, it allows for deeper exploration of the world's, of the game's world and that lore. And this could even, if it becomes commercially successful, you have to imagine how this will propel Magic the Gathering to the mainstream attention and bring in new players to the trading card game itself. A cinematic universe like this has the potential to not only tap into the game's loyal followers, but also a broader audience, especially with the growth of fantasy and superhero genres. And it's kind of like the natural evolution of things. We have seen over the years video game adaptations, and it's still ongoing. It's going to be like that for a while at Hollywood. So Magic the Gathering was no surprise, but it was still, in some way, it was a surprise. I didn't, of all the things I thought would get the cinematic universe treatment, this was not what I expected. And this could possibly, just maybe, entice other production houses to maybe pick up a few other trading card game franchises out there to adapt into movies or shows. Now, Hearthstone is something I play. I love Hearthstone. I play it a lot. And it is not a TCG, so to speak. It is technically a CCG, a collectible card game. But again, it's within the world of World of Warcraft, and I think it could also have the potential for some form of adaptation. Will they ever do it? I think Blizzard is watching. I think Microsoft is watching. If Magic the Gathering Cinematic Universe does end up doing very well, they might jump back into it once again. I know back in 2016 they did the World of Warcraft live action. It did fine, but it just didn't warrant them to do more sequels or jump into that franchise once again. Could this be the way for them to jump back? Who knows? Only time will tell. Then again, I'm super excited for this. If they end up making these movies and shows from the world of Magic really good, I think I might just pick up the game once and for all. There's going to be no excuses after that point, because I've kind of pushed it away for far too many times for far too long. But if you are a fan of Magic the Gathering, and I'm sure there's a few people out there, it's pretty popular here in the UAE. I've met a few players, very passionate people. Do let me know, join the conversation, and share your thoughts and opinion here on the Evening Buzz. We're going to take a short break. We got more news from the world of entertainment, only here on Pulse 95.